Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Okay, so I've been waiting till we got within a month of Halloween to declare Halloween season is upon us. Unlike Costco and other stores who have had Halloween stuff out since July. Don't even get me started on Christmas decorations. Anyway, as I was saying, the Halloween season is upon us, which for cartoonists is the perfect excuse to explore and draw everything spooky, creepy, skeleton-y, monster-y. And here at Level Up Cartooning, we're going to kick off the season by drawing one of Disney's iconic scary characters, that being the wicked witch that evil Queen Grimhilda transforms herself into in order to give Snow White the poison apple. There are 3 challenges in this drawing. First, her face with a nose in 3/4 angle. Secondly, her old witch hands. And then there's something you may not think of as a challenge, her body. I know what you're thinking. You don't see her body because it's under that lumpy, oversized cloak. And that's the problem. To really draw our Grimhilda witch correctly, you have to be able to make sense of the form of her body. And in order to do that, you have to draw a rough version of that body under that lumpy cloak. Anyway, I'll talk more about this as we go along. But before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright then, let's draw from Snow White, the Wicked Witch version of evil Queen Grimhilda. Easy for me to say. We're going to draw our evil witch version of Grimhilda step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw her again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In this pose, Grimhilda's body is 4 heads tall. In other words, however tall her head is, not counting the peak of her hood, that lump behind her head, her entire body is 4 of those. Okay, so now as we start to rough out our Grimhilda witch, you're going to notice that I draw a rough form of her legs and arms, most of which you never see. So why do I do this? I'll give you 3 reasons. First, it allows you to make sense of what would otherwise be an amorphous blob of a cloak. It gives that shape a reason for being what it is, which then allows you to draw it again. Second, it allows you to build on that by drawing your Grimhilda witch in other poses based on that body underneath the cloak. What would she look like walking or running or standing more upright? And third, it allows you to build even more upon this drawing by drawing other witches or characters using a similar construction. In other words, you can use what you've learned instead of just drawing it as a one-off. Anyway, what do you say we draw the roadmap for our Wicked Witch version of Queen Grimhilda? So there's our roadmap for our evil Grimhilda witch. Now we're on to step 2. In this step we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the 3rd and final step you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help me to know where to put our evil witch's eyes, big nose, and other things. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing. So you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out our drawing of the Wicked Witch from Snow White. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of our witch. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our hideous Grimhilda witch. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work to figure that out. As I often caution you, you don't want to just mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. As you draw that final line, you want to think about how you might improve it, staying vigilant until the very end. Okay, so let's draw in the details of our witch from Snow White. And that's how you do it. There you have it, the Wicked Witch form of evil Queen Grimhilda from Snow White. So how do you think you did? Understand if you've never drawn this witch before, or any hideous, lumpy, wicked witch, you can't expect to have drawn her perfectly. Hopefully you didn't cheat and just draw that lump for her body. You'll notice I don't spend time coloring our witch during this video because I want my lessons to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing our evil witch from Snow White. And with that, you can draw her again and again, and by all means color her when you're done. I promise each time you draw her, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. So I'd love to see your drawing of our witch form of Grimhilda, and I encourage you to try drawing her in other poses as well, which I'd also love to see. If you can, take a picture and post them on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Next week we'll be drawing another Halloween-inspired character. Until then, keep drawing, my friends.